Yes. Yum, yum.
Are you ready?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. We are here with another episode of The Walking Dead, Season 11, Episode 18. It was a double drop, as I mentioned in my last review. So hopefully you guys are ready to jump back into another episode of The Walking Dead. Yeah, man. Things are getting wild. I want to see what happens. So, without no further ado, let's jump into The Walking Dead new episode. Also, if you guys want to see more stuff that I react to as well, check out the channel. Of course, check out the original channel. Check out everything that I have to offer. Okay, we're watching shows on Patreon that are not on YouTube currently, so you can check out the Patreon if you want to. As I said, we're watching Lost currently and Mad Men on the channel right now. So if you want, you can, if you're interested in that. We've done plenty of shows in the past, so if you're new to the channel, make sure you go check those out as well. Anyways, let's jump into the episode, and I will see you guys right after for the review.
Hold it right there! Get this guy out! Put the knife down! Do it or we will shoot! Let it go! Now! Everyone stand down!
Everyone. Damn, Mercer?
You heard him. Lower your weapon. This is not just about you.
Not here. Not like this.
Choosing this piece of shit?
If I was, you'd already be down.
Do what you fucking gotta do.
Daryl made a deal for us.
Yes! Something gotta give. Yes! It's something.
Don't worry. You'll live.
So, the slate's just wiped clean?
Debt? Debts on both sides? What does Pamela get out of this? Hornsby. We tell the
Gets a
people what
scapegoat.
he did out here, back at that house where many folks died. He takes the fall for it.
So this is
Yeah.
about saving her son.
They need a fall guy.
Think about on our end.
All right, now, like how they killed most of our people.
I think the most important thing is that we're together. I don't want to go it alone anymore. But if you say that this deal gets us back in our homes with our own rules, then I think it's worth the risk.
Get used to it. Wow. I always thought we got along so well.
How many of my men have you gotten killed?
Oh, Mercer. I thought you realized by now. They're not your men. Pamela, it's just the two of us. Drop the act.
No, Agnes. You've gone too far.
You never seemed to have a problem with how I got the job done before.
We're not talking about the past, only now. And you've made quite a mess of now.
Hold on.
You might survive this if you play things right, but your life at the Commonwealth is over.
After all the years, after all that I've done in service of you.
Oh, please. You've served yourself above everything and anyone else, always trying so hard to prove the world wrong. Trying to
Damn.
win a game. But too foolish to realize that you've never actually been a player in it.
Yee.
You still need me.
For what exactly?
If something happens to me, certain stabilizing factors are likely to become a problem.
Are you bluffing?
Whatever game you're playing, Pamela, I'm very much in it.
You don't sound so sure of yourself.
Allies, along with our dedicated armed forces, he was unable to escape. And I promise you all, justice will be served. Tomorrow is Founders Day, an opportunity for our community to come together and celebrate what truly makes the Commonwealth great. Its people.
There has to be something more we can do.
Your people are leaving. It's not your problem anymore.
Would you ever consider a change of scenery? You show me your home, I can show you mine.
Maybe someday.
I guess she don't love you that much. Still have that, huh?
It's yours.
I don't want it.
Why not?
If I keep that, things go back to how they were. But they should be better.
It will be, once we get home.
How?
Alright.
It's still broken. Shouldn't we stay and help them? Isn't that what you and Mom and Dad did at Alexandria and Hilltop?
No, it's different.
It wasn't. The only difference now is that you'd rather run away than stay and fight.
God damn it. Stop. Stop. Just stop.
We're gonna let this bum. Pamela is really pushing this.
It is an absolute privilege to be with you here today as we honor the founding of our great home. That is crap. This I will leave because I'm a Milton.
You have jeopardized enough with your stupidity. They need to see that you have nothing to hide and be reminded that you are his grandson.
I am.
Then show them. Show me.
The nepotism is real. What is this? A freaking monarchy? What? Don't we get a vote?
I know that. Politics was not my first choice either. You were born to lead this place.
No, I don't think so. I'm
not sure this is the best idea.
We don't have much of a choice.
Of course we do.
Eugene, I have to do something. I've been in her office for years. Even if I didn't know what was really going on, I definitely knew Sebastian was bad news, and I just went along with it. You don't know what it's like to feel that kind of guilt.
You'd be surprised. We cannot trust this man. But if you truly believe there's an outside chance he can help us, then I'll suck it up. And I'll do my best.
This is not a good idea, man.
I thought you'd be gone by now.
I'm looking for any information that might be damaging to Pamela or her progeny.
I'd love to help. But the irony is, Pamela's probably the only reason I'm alive. Some friendly advice? You go after the Miltons, they'll crush you. So trust me when I say you're better off making nice with Pamela and her sadistic shit of a son. She's so great at hiding in plain sight, right next to Pamela. She should keep it up. The last thing I want is you two to end up in a cell like mine. You both have to live with it. Unless you're willing to burn the whole thing down.
Same thing every year. We set it up, take it all down, and we don't even get to see the main event.
Don't matter. As long as I can hear those lottery numbers being called, I promise to forget all about you when I win.
Can we help you?
Yo.
This is bullshit.
This guy's just upset.
Hey.
Thanks. This should be my brother. That's the one she wanted. I'm just the one that's still here.
You could be more than that.
Is that what this is? You're just her lackey? Okay.
Leading isn't just telling people her words. Some truth might be the way to go. People respect that sort of thing.
People don't want honesty. The Commonwealth is built on buying into bullshit.
Yee.
The desperate need to believe that the old American dream is still real. You know, anything is possible. We could rise above our station. The reality is that the poor stay poor so that the rich can do whatever the hell we want. The game is rigged, but those people you think want honesty. Yeah, they're just too stupid to see it. It's pathetic.
No, that sounded like you believed it. Maybe you just choose to be a spoiled asshole.
I mean, if everyone else expects it,
Who's left to disappoint?
Well, she got all of that on tape. Yeah.
and now to continue with this wonderful day.
This is about to get
My son Sebastian
real tense
has prepared
up in
a few
here.
words.
Thank you. It is an honor and a privilege to be here with you today to celebrate the I know that a lot of you don't think very well of me. I know that I probably deserve that. Now, it is going to take a long, long road for me to earn your trust and live up to my legacy. Don't have the words to describe what this place means to me. But my grandfather did. So, humbly, if you would join me in listening to the wise words of President Milton, founder of the Commonwealth.
She still don't give a damn. Play that shit, Eugene.
The Commonwealth is built on buying into bullshit. The desperate need to believe that the old American dream is still real. You can do whatever the hell we want. The game is rigged. There are no bootstraps to pull apart. Those people, you think what?
Stop that tape.
Hold him.
I only hope that Stephanie doesn't die because of this. Walkers?
The dead are inside the walls. You six, come with me. Secure the governor until you hear directly from me.
Where are you going? You're supposed to protect me.
My job is to protect the Commonwealth now.
Here we go. People, this is the reason why they killed the I just realized that it's the workers that got killed. Well,
We do this together, all right? Come on.
getting rowdy, man. It's not a lot of them. It's like, I don't know, probably about 10 people they killed. Where the hell is Eugene? Get his ass. Get his ass. Nobody helping him. Everybody just watch. Everybody watching him. Nobody helping. Oh, yes. Yum, yum. Good chunk. You already gone. Nobody wanted to help, bruh.
It's a friggin' joke. The reality is that the poor stay poor so that the rich can do whatever the hell we want.
I need an example.
So this episode was great. Was great. You know what I'm saying? Sebastian, the asshole, is finally dead. We could call it a day, right? It's just gone. He's done. We don't have to worry about him ever again of being the douche lord that he is. And I'm glad that Stephanie outed him like this, even though he tried to, propagate the same bullshit that he spoke about on the tape when he was talking to her. It's the same thing he tried to pull again. He's like, oh, I know you guys don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Because, Stephanie kind of saying it's like, I mean, if everybody expects you to be an asshole, then I guess there's nobody to disappoint. And that's very true. You know what I'm saying? So he tried to switch it up a bit at the end, try to do something different by being real about the situation, which was what she was trying to encourage him to do in the first place. But, he spoke the truth about, certain things that happen. And in society, really and truly, that's exactly how the majority of politicians thinks about regular citizens. They're there to make the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. That's how it is. Look at the situation that's going on with Brett Favre right now. Literally siphon money from welfare to build a volleyball whatever in Mississippi, right? Which you wonder why this is not being talked about in the news as much, right? Because the thing about it is an investigation that's going on right now. I just want to elaborate on this a little bit, right? He's not guilty until proven innocent. There is proof, and they have people that's going to testify against them. But it just garner you to wonder. I mean, those text message that was leaked and everything about it, like, it really does make you wonder. It's like, are these people really for us? You know what I mean? So what he's saying is very true. They're there to buy into this BS. You know what I'm saying? They're buying into this BS. They immediately, as I'm like, you got a fall guy. It doesn't excuse the fact that he was the one that was sending them out there. So it's just like, you're just gonna believe Pamela. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we live in a world where I literally don't like, I really don't get into politics that much because of how corrupted it is. Like, I really don't, because you see the result of it everywhere, right? So when I'm watching The Walking Dead, and you see them trying to, and I talked about this in the first half of the season as well. You know what I'm saying? For the first, I think it was in like the second 8 episodes that we got earlier this year. And it was, I've been talking about how they're trying to build back the society the same way. It cannot and will not survive that way. Especially, you know what I'm saying? Trying to build up this hierarchy of power again, and somebody gotta be in charge and doing this other stuff. I agree. I totally agree with that part of it. But you can't be trying to build society the same way. It's just like, oh, let's siphon all of this stuff to us. All this resource, all this wealth. It cannot be like that again, because everything is so limited. You can't build on that. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't build that kind of society back on the same thing, because you're going to have the privilege versus the poor, right? And it doesn't have to be like that. But if you're trying to do it like that, trust me, you're more than likely going to have an uprising more than anything else. And which is what we've come to see. And look at it. Just because somebody found something, it doesn't mean that you guys got to go with that. Does anybody get a vote? No, it doesn't seem like that. It doesn't seem like this is a democratic society. It more seems like more of an autocracy, whereas in, oh, we're just passing the bat down in the family and whatnot, which it doesn't need to be that. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't need to be that. You can have somebody in charge. You can have an army, a force that takes care of the walkers. You can have all of that. But if you're gonna be in charge, if you're going to lead, you have to make sure that everything is equal. Everything is equal. You can't have people having privilege. If you're supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Yes, law and order need to be put in place. But when you have these people who think that they're higher, he's running around in sweater, in, you know what I'm saying? You know how the bougie people try to dress and go to the Hamptons. These white people, how they dress and stuff like that. With, I don't even know why they wear sweaters, tying the sweater around their neck and all of this other stuff, trying to say, I am upper class and you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, those people, you can't have that if you're going to rebuild society. It's like post-apocalyptic world. Like, it's just not going to work. People are more to think more independently than whatever. Yes, you know, these people, they didn't know what was going on behind the scenes, right? They just didn't know. And it's kind of like what we're stuck in with society even today, where we don't really know what's going on behind the scene, even though it's like right there. You get what I'm saying? Most people choose to do what? Ignore it. And I think that what happens when it comes on to the show with certain things that they're trying to display, even what Sebastian was saying, you can't, like, I'm not looking at it from a standpoint of, okay, I hate this dude, right? I don't like him because of the fact that he's like, they're going to, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to lead because I'm a Milton. No, sir. You can't have, especially something like nepotism should not exist if you're going to do something like that. So the Commonwealth situation is very interesting, and it's kind of like contrasting the world that we live in today, especially in the West, where, you know what I'm saying, all of these politics and stuff like that is run by these big, you know what I'm saying, companies that have all this money and stuff like that. And even all the stuff that is happening now with media in general, you know what I'm saying, where you have these big companies even coming on YouTube, the platform that was built by, you know, us regular citizens. You realize that a lot of these big companies, whether they be media companies, whether they be tech companies or whatever, you know what I'm saying, they get special treatment because they bring in a lot of advertisement for the platform, versus us, where our videos get suppressed for speaking the truth, right? So it is what it is, and we got to deal with it because we want to stay on the platform, right? Or you can leave and go to a different platform which doesn't have the resources or whatever. If you want to go that route, you do have the choice to do that. But it is a huge contrast when you watch the show. And I don't mean to go, you know, into the politics of everything or whatnot, but it's just what I'm picking up from them showing this. And I'm like, you know what? That's a real weird parallel to pull from, to see in this show versus what's going on in real life today. It's damn near the same shit, even though we're not living amongst, you know what I'm saying, walkers and shit. It's like we're heading in that direction. I mean, there's so many things. There's just so many similarities between what Sebastian said versus how we feel about even the, you know what I'm saying, how we feel about the government and what they do. I mean, I believe, in my opinion, that we have probably one of the dumbest presidents in the United States right now. They might just demonetize this video just for me saying that, but I don't care. I feel like Biden is just, he's I don't even know how to describe this. Does he even know what he's doing? It doesn't even seem like he has a good cabinet to advise him on stuff. He just says stuff. It's just like, bro, who's your advisor? Who's writing your speeches, man? Like, it's like he just goes out there and just wings it, you know? So it's just crazy to me. But finally, we have Judith as well, picking up the mantle of the gun from her father. So that's pretty cool to see her finally take the gun and does what she needs to do with the gun, because the gun is hers, even though as unrealistic as it may be, because a girl that size should not be able to shoot a gun that powerful with no recoil. But anyways, that's a story for another day. We'll just roll with it because we are watching something that's fictional, so it is what it is. But anyways, yeah, they're going back. They have gone back. Maggie, everybody, that was the deal that they struck. That Carol struck with Pamela, is that we get to leave. We get some supplies, blah, blah, blah. We don't out your son. Simple. You get a scapegoat in Hornsby. And of course, Hornsby has his minions are ready to, they used the walkers as a distraction to get Hornsby out of jail. So I'm pretty sure the next episode is going to show us that he's out and about planning and scheming again. So yes, I don't really like to go into certain territories sometimes, but sometimes it's really warranted when I see stuff that happens in whatever I'm watching, and I'm like, wow, that is really a strange parallel that you put there, The Walking Dead. I see you, writers. I see what you're trying to tell some peoples out here. You know what I'm saying? But in any case, this is all happening in a fictional world. But it does goes to show you that a lot of times when I do stuff on my channel, I like to pull those things out, because a lot of times, even if it's not the intention of the writer to go that route, I see it for what it's like. Man, this is really similar to how we are here in the US right now. Like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like how they think, this is how I believe they think. How I hear like rich people talk about this stuff, how they could just get anything that they want done. I mean, I could bring up an example. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The situation that happened, I'm pretty sure everybody has heard about Andrew Tate, right? Completely getting banned off of social media. They locked down his Uber, his Airbnb. Like, that's the kind of power that big media has. Like, it's crazy to me when you hear him talk about what happened and how he got banned from all these social media platforms for speaking truth. It's crazy. You may not, I don't agree with Andrew Tate 100%, but I could sit here and tell you 90% of the stuff he says is real shit. So it is what it is. But at the end of the day, people take things out of context. They don't look at the real thing. They don't try to get the full clip. They just hear one little soundbite and they're like, oh, okay, you don't like these particular set of people or whatever the situation is, so we're gonna ban you, we're gonna cancel you. That's the world that we live in today, where imagine the fact that you really don't have freedom of speech. They try to tell you do, even then on these platforms, but at the end of the day, these are all private companies that can do whatever they want for their platforms to prevent whatever they're trying to prevent. I remember when YouTube used to be, you could say anything you want on the platform. I remember when the slogan for YouTube was "Be yourself." I know you guys remember. I know you guys remember that, right? And people wanted to be on YouTube, but ever since advertisements and all this stuff, people can get rich off of YouTube by doing YouTube and all this other stuff. Things has just become, we've had two adpocalypse, if you will, since then. It's just crazy, the world that we live in today. It's like we're having our own tech meltdown of a world, of how the world is today. So the similarities in drawing from The Walking Dead and how we're living today is just void of zombies. It's just void of zombies. But the rest of the politics is there, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, the similarity there, because I've literally heard people say that shit, bro. Like what Sebastian said, I've heard people say that. Like, it's crazy. But you know what? Even though it's crazy, it's true. You know what I mean? But of course, I'm not advocating for that. It's just, it is what it is. you know, and what we should pay attention to, we don't pay attention to. And you know, it is what it is. You know, people are going to do what they want to do it how they see fit, and we just gotta live with it. But in any case, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in as always, man. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I know I probably have brought something into this that you didn't expect to hear, or whatever the situation is, but hey, let me know what you think. You might disagree with me, you might agree, whatever the situation is. You might want to dislike the video, but as I said, I've been doing this now. I've been doing YouTube now for 3 years. You know, they shadow banned my original channel, and you know, now we are on a backup channel trying to grow again. So whatever you choose to do, it is what it is. As I said, man, YouTube is, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. They do what they want to do. They set their policies. They do how they want to handle their algorithm and all of this other stuff. I've just come to understand that, you know what, if at the end of, if it takes me 10 years to get to 10,000 subscribers or whatnot, I'll still be here and I'll still be speaking the truth. And whoever wants to roll with the truth, or they want to remain and accepting the lies that society feeds them or whatever, if you want to be over here with me and hear the truth of what it is and understand the truth, I'm not always right. I can take a L when I need to. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I try to remain in truth and logic as much as possible. So if you want to roll with that, you can hit the like button. You can subscribe if you're new to the channel, man. The Walking Dead is an awesome show. I love it. I know you guys love it too. That's why you click on these reactions. I will see you guys next time, man. Peace.